go again, another 3-minute marvel. This time we're going to look at farming. Don't forget, farming is just one example of a lot of other primary activities that are out there. You've already covered things like mining, forestry and so on, so this is just one more example of a primary occupation that you might want to keep in mind. Think about all these different things. These are keywords that you will need to know. If you're unsure of what they mean, you've got to make sure you find out, ask your teacher, use your GCSE revision guides, go on to Google, whatever, but you need to know what these terms mean. Things like inputs, processes, outputs, all incredibly important. They are the same terms that you would use for a factory, for lots of other employment activities, but make sure you know how they apply to farming. Don't forget, farming has gone through doldrums in recent years. We've had lots and lots of scares like foot and mouth. We've had lots and lots of problems with soil erosion in certain parts of the world and so on. Find out it's not just a one-sided argument. Let's keep going. There's that word again, sustainability. Key terms. Pause if you don't know any of these, but check. All of these are very important aspects of farming. Make sure you know. They very often apply just to MEDCs, but a lot of these terms are also found in LEDC farming. Make sure you find out about them. Again, key terms there. I'm not going to labour the point. Most of these terms you will come across in Key Stage 3 anyway. So I'm not going to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. Have a good look. Make sure you know what each term means. Definitely don't get arable and pastoral mixed up. Basic error. As we go on then, we will be going on, honestly, again, inputs. I've got a list. I've got a list of different things there that you need to think about. If you don't know, check. Next one is going to be all about outputs. Again, very straightforward, common sense, but check. And then as we go through this, think about the different elements of MEDC farming. We have different concerns, different problems, different ways of farming. In an MEDC, for instance, we're more likely to be mechanised. It's more likely to be commercial farming. And if you can't remember what commercial means, think of commercials on the television. They're adverts, they try selling things. Commercial farming sells its produce. Again, we have problems of scale in MEDCs. Recently, the RSPB have been complaining that with large-scale farming, our wildlife is being jeopardised because there are no scruffy areas, as they put it, where wildlife can breed. So think about all these different elements that are for and against commercial farming in MEDCs. In LEDCs, there are completely different issues. Most of the time it's subsistence farming, very often small-scale farming, possibly just growing enough for your family, and that is it, very little left over to sell. Again, different problems, rapidly growing populations in many LEDCs. How can they cope to sustain the food that they need in the future? Think about soil erosion, think about pressure on land. Again, crisis in farming. Think about all these different things that you need to consider. Be up to date with modern trends. Think about food miles, carbon footprint and so on. Set aside, what should we do to protect our environment? All of these elements, again, like I've said before, if you don't know, ask, find out. Thank you very much.